groups such as the Society of Sensationalists, formed in 2008 on Yahoo, and the Unnamed Feeling blog, created in 2010 by Andrew McMurris, aimed to provide a community for learning more about the sensation by sharing ideas and personal experiences. Some earlier names for ASMR in these discussion groups included attention-induced head orgasm, attention-induced euphoria, and attention-induced observant euphoria. Other attempts to describe the sensation refer to it as a brain massage, head tingle, brain tingle, spine tingle, and brain orgasm. The now prevalent term autonomous sensory meridian response was coined by Jennifer Allen in 2010. Autonomous refers to the capacity in many to facilitate or completely create the sensation at will, and meridian alludes to the euphoric high being then experienced. The University of Oxford's Practical Ethics says that unrecognized descriptions of the ASMR experience predate the online publicity of the phenomenon by many years, citing an article in it's a German title. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I know I'll butcher it. But citing an article by Austrian writer Clemens Setz, who notes that a passage from Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway, 1925, shares similarities to the ASMR phenomenon. Now, there's a footnote in the Wikipedia page. It's a selection from Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway that I'm going to read. K.R., said the nursemaid, and Septimus heard her say, K.R. K.R. close to his ear, deeply, softly, like a mellow organ, but with a roughness in her voice like a grasshopper's, which rasped his spine deliciously and sent running up into his brain waves of sound which, concussing, broke. A marvelous discovery indeed, that the human voice in certain atmospheric not an ASMR effect that relieves insomnia, anxiety, or panic attacks. And the last paragraph that I'm going to read is going to be the scientific reactions paragraph. I'm going to skip the media coverage paragraph because it's kind of long and a little boring. So, scientific reactions. Stephen Novea, Director of General Neurology at the Yale School of Medicine, an active contributor to topics involving scientific skepticism, wrote in his neuroscience blog about the lack of scientific investigation on ASMR, saying that functional magnetic resonance imaging and transcranial magnetic stimulation technologies should be used to study the brains of people who experience ASMR in comparison to people who do not experience ASMR. He also suggests the possibility of ASMR being a type of pleasurable seizure or another way to activate the pleasure response. Tom Stafford, a lecturer in psychology and cognitive sciences from the University of Sheffield, said, "It might well be a real thing, but it is inherently difficult to research. The inner experience is the point of a lot of psychological investigation. But when you've got something like this that you can't see or feel, and it doesn't happen for everyone, it falls into a blind spot. It's like synesthesia. For years it was a myth. Then in the 1990s, people came up with a reliable way of measuring it. According to neurologist Edward J. O'Connor in the Santa Monica College newspaper The Corsair, an obstacle to accurately researching the ASMR phenomenon is that there may be no single stimulus which triggers ASMR for all individuals. Sleep specialist Amir Khan of the Sutter Neuroscience Institute advised that using ASMR videos as a sleep aid may not be the best method for quality sleep, and said they may become a habit similar to using a white noise machine or a baby using a pacifier for falling asleep. Psychiatrist Michael Yasinski supports the legitimacy of ASMR and says it is similar to meditation, as individuals, through focus and relaxation, may shut down parts of the brain responsible for stress and anxiety. There is a lack of scientific evidence that ASMR has any general benefits or harms. Any claimed benefits are based on personal anecdotal accounts of perception, not on clinical trials that provide data from which general efficacy and safety can be shown. Under the "See Also" paragraph, listed are misophonia,